If you ask me, and of course you won't, by Betty White. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam and I want to make self-growth normal because people shouldn't have to look this information up. It should just be mainstream knowledge. If you agree, then please make sure to smash that like button. For those of you who don't know about the surprise and significance of Betty White's passing, let's go over some of the facts, shall we? The top of her Wikipedia page, no less than an hour after the announcement, was still spot on when there was an error saying more info will come to light because the subject of this page has just recently died. Very unusual error message, but here we are. She was a pioneer of early television. She had a television career spanning 9 decades. She was among the first women to exert control in front of and behind the camera and produce a sitcom, and she died peacefully in her sleep at age 99 on December 31st, 2021, which was 18 days before her 100th birthday. Iconic. Truly iconic. And unfortunate. And of course, anyone can and I hope will say the world would very easily enjoy her presence for just another day. But no one would say that a legend like Betty White died too young. I think that that's why, having cemented herself as a legend, all these articles are saying a look back into the long career of Betty White. I don't know anything about her work, but come on guys, she's a legend. She's Betty White. Everyone knows her name and she never retired. One thing for sure, if not that, is if anyone can teach us a thing or two about rising up in life while growing older and what you can gain from it, despite all the losses that might come with it, it's Betty White. In fact, she actually begins this book discussing the advantages of growing older. People treat you more gently. Someone will always find you a place to sit whether you need it or not. Over time, the book turned into a series of ideas that evolved into her everyday lifestyle, from living with passion to how she maintains her weight within a 5-pound range, to general gratitude to her love for crossword puzzles and stationery stores, to giving credit to her writers, to Bet's Pets, which is the name of her pet club. You hear brief stories about her experiences on shows like Hot in Cleveland, Saturday Night Live, Hollywood on Television, The Life of Elizabeth, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and over time you hear philosophy on certain nuances and skills involved in show business, like line reading and script memorizing, plays, and stage fright. Who knew that even Betty White experienced stage fright? How she joked that she and television grew up together. And now that I think of it, she really kind of talked about her and television and their relationship in a way that sounded like someone would talk about their relationship with a childhood best friend. You know, and not a basically eventually unavoidable national platform that broadcasts various forms of entertainment 24/7, but you get my drift. Here's one part that stood out, speaking about her husband of 18 years, Alan Levin. I think the toughest thing about loss and the hardest challenge is the isolation you feel in its aftermath. You spend so much of your time sharing your life with someone, talking through issues and even disagreeing about things, and all of a sudden there's a hole. There's nobody there. And you think, well, who's in charge? It's me. I have to make the decisions. I can't share the decisions any longer. And that's tough because you don't trust your own judgment. She was the oldest of the Golden Girls. Once she became the only one left, she thought, like, how did that happen? Betty White, at the end, took a brief dive into her interest in and love of animals, but as you could probably guess, the whole book is really a series of brief dives into many of her interests and loves and ideas and philosophies and passions and values as a friend and businesswoman, and even dislikes or at some points worries and insecurities. I know that I say this about just about every single title that I've reviewed in the history of every single title I've reviewed ever, but it makes me wonder what you could understandably expect from her other works, and having listened to the audio version, I'd be lying if I said that it's gonna persuade me to ask my girlfriend, can we watch Golden Girls any less often? Quotes. If one is lucky enough to be blessed with good health, growing older shouldn't be something to complain about. The lights are glaring and the noise is horrendous, but you try to be as polite as possible because these aren't villains, they're just people trying to do their jobs. These women are called cougars. Well, an animal lover I am. A cougar I am am not. Direction 1. I recommend this book to anybody like myself who isn't very familiar with Betty White's work and personality, but want to learn more about them as a means of honoring her and her legacy. Direction 2. If you like this book, you might like Will Smith's memoir, Will, Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, and if you're feeling like digesting an utter odyssey, The Snowball by Alice Schrader, which is the great biography of the one and only Warren Buffett. It just occurred to me that this is probably like the shortest book review I've ever done. If it's not, it's very close. If you ask me, and of course you won't, by Betty White. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out and read the reviews. That and all the other books that I mentioned in this video, if you want to check those out too. If there are any other books that you guys want me to check out and review, please let me know in the comments below. Also let me know if you checked out this book and you liked it. But hey, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't get why people watch this far into my videos and they don't subscribe. But if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that notification bell to get a notification whenever I drop new videos, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I will see you then.